Hello.
I want to ask you, before I ask anything, why did you say yes to being on this talking stage?
Because I really like the cold coffee and I like the conversations you've had in the past. So I want to just chat and like discuss and talk about everything.
Yes. Okay. Starting with, I watched so much of your work.
Nice.
And two things came back to back, Call Me By and Control. And both the things I watched the moment it came out.
Fantastic.
And it's obviously safe to say that I loved your performance in both of these things. But Call Me By, I liked you more in Call Me.
Great.
What would Vihaan do if he was in the end of Call Me By?
I don't think Vihaan would come back like that at the end of Call Me By. I think the way I express is different from Agastya. Agastya is a very like acts of service, gift-giving sort of person, prioritizes work, and I really care about my work as well. But I'm more of like a quality time sort of person, conversations, all that stuff. So I wouldn't be in a relationship where I can't give that to my partner. I think number one, so that would never happen. But let's say I was married to someone and we were very different. If they cheated on me, I don't think I would want them back so much so that I fly down on a chopper to give them a ring after I decide to divorce them. That for me is a bit of a stretch personally, but hey, as a character I had to be in it 200%, and I tried to as much as I could.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, it should be, but cheating for you also is like a definite deal breaker. मतलब नहीं, some people are like, no, कि okay, but it was just once. Okay, I was drunk.
Okay, it was just like 7 times.
With my best friend.
It was Shantanu's engagement. Yeah, of course he can cheat. Oh my God, he was just with Nikhil and the boys. Of course he can cheat with Nikhil and the boys.
And he was so sad.
Yeah, he was
and
so sad.
So close.
And he bought me a Merc after that. So.
And like he just cares about me so much.
Yeah, he really loves me. He just also loves other women.
Yeah, so but pakka wala.
Yeah, I feel that's been a deal breaker for me for a while. So.
Okay. And what's the worst way to break up with somebody?
To ghost them, I think.
Yeah.
I think to just cut off communication so the other person doesn't know also have we broken up, are we still together, what happened.
Yeah.
I think that is a bad way to.
Yeah, it leaves you very.
है कि ये क्या हुआ?
ये होना था.
मेरी में कमी है क्या? Network issue, should I call my network service provider?
And then today तो also it's such a big thing कि वो डबल टेक्स्ट करूँ या नहीं करूँ, बेइज्जती हो जाएगी. उसने 24 घंटे में रिप्लाई किया तो मुझे 48 में देना है, फिर वो 72 में देगा.
शुरुआत में मेरे साथ ऐसे होता था कि मैं डबल टेक्स्ट नहीं करता था. अब मैं बेशरम हो गया. मुझे कुछ बताना है तो मैं बता दूंगा. I have this thing where I need to say what's on my mind. I said 2 times, 3 times.
It's fine only. It's like fine. if they don't like you anyway.
Yeah.
So
exactly. They have to get to know me at some point. This is who I am.
Yeah, it's better the mask falls right now, or it just doesn't ever come, than fall after 7 years.
Let's not waste time pretending to be someone else.
Yeah.
Let's just be who we are and then see if it works.
But how would you describe yourself in a romantic relationship?
I'm very attached. I get very attached. I can fall for someone very easily. I spend a lot of time with them. I prioritize them. I also seek their attention and I seek their validation and love and care. And I like to spend a lot of time with that person that I'm with. I'm very like a sensitive sort of attached sort of guy.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's not like don't text me from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. when I'm working and then we'll chat after. I can't do that.
Yeah, same.
It's like, hi, have you had lunch?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
And it's always talking about the most random things. After a while.
Yeah.
Like, I know you know what my day is going to look like. I know what your day is going to look like. But it's just nice to constantly be like, oh, I watched this murder mystery, and in this thing it happened, and this thing it happened, because it's just a way of spending time with your partner.
Correct.
But ghosting, as you mentioned, horrible.
Has it happened to you?
So many times.
Like by people that you were in a relationship with?
No. Like by so many different people generally also.
You were talking to?
Yeah. And it's always like, if you don't want to talk to me, you can literally just say, hey, listen, vibe नहीं match हो रहा.
Correct.
Let's just not. I shouldn't keep wondering कि am I not enough? Did I do something wrong?
That's the hard. That's for people. That's the root of least resistance, which is ghosting, because you don't have to say anything. You don't have to put yourself out there. You don't have to like be clear and honest and communicate. It's easy, you know,
It's easy.
and you don't deal with it.
But also I feel like a lot of people do it ताकि बाद में, if they have to make a comeback.
Then it's like, oh sorry, I was
sorry,
at work
busy.
for 4 weeks.
I was in the market for 7 days. Yeah.
My dad took me to buy milk and I lost my phone
For 3 months.
for 3 months. Anyway, what are you up to tonight?
Yeah, that is. But ठीक है, मतलब I think if I hasn't happened to me, but if I was ever ghosted and somebody did actually do this, then I would ghost them back.
I would call them out on it.
Yeah,
I would
honestly
say
मैं cool बनने को बोल रही हूँ, कर तो वैसे मैं भी दूँगी.
I think I'd call them out on
Yeah.
it. Ki, why did you? I would ask questions. I feel bad. You know, that's the thing. You feel bad. You're like, what's wrong with me? But the
Yes.
problem is not you. It's them.
It's them. Yeah.
That's what I like to think. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you. We have no dips in this, so this is just like
That's
a nice
fine.
tasting platter.
Tasting platter. Here's a snack. You're a snack. Or I take that back. Here's a snack. You're a meal.
Thank you.
Welcome. On that note, actually, yeah, इतना अच्छा था क्या? Yeah, it feels so nice. Thank you.
Because that came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
that's I love it.
Okay. Nice. Thank you. I will take the compliment.
As you should. How are you actually accepting compliments?
I was very bad at it.
Yeah.
I didn't like receiving compliments. And then someone was just like, just shut up and say thank you. So I now say
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I shut up and I say thank you, and I let them feel good about giving a compliment. I receive the appreciation, and I move past it. Before I was like, nahi, you know, hey, you're also like. So like someone told me, I was on set and someone told me, hey, you have nice hands. I said, oh, okay, thanks. You also like, you have very interesting fingers, like metacarpals, and she's like, Vihaan, just relax, you know, just. So yeah, I'm trying to get better at taking compliments.
And especially women, if you ever compliment a girl, most girls saying, hey, nice dress, they'll either say two things. It has pockets, or they'll say, I got it on discount, you know, I'll send you the link.
You continue the conversation.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird because like I feel for women, like if you go into the same room and someone else has the same outfit as you, it's a problem.
Yeah.
For guys, it's happened with me where I've worn like a Zara shirt and someone else. I love it. I'm like, dude, Zara, like, and we just like clap hands, have a great night, party together. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
It depends on if the person I'm accidentally tuning with, if I like them, lovely, great. We'll post, we'll make reels, we'll make fun of each other, whatever, hang. If it's somebody I don't like, then I just won't be upset that they have worn the same outfit as me. I'll be upset that, okay, I don't like this person. And my taste has also, in fashion, come to this that both of us are wearing the same. No. I think it depends on who you are accidentally tuning with.
What if it's your enemy? I'm assuming you have. I'm assuming you have enemies, right?
I mean, one, yeah.
You have one. Oh, what?
Yeah.
I want to know about that.
I'll tell you.
So assuming, okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Assuming it's that person and you walk into a room, would you leave the room?
For sure.
Or would you tell?
Actually, depends on why I'm there. Like, why am I there? If it's a, I won't leave. Why would I leave?
You make them leave.
I'm pretty sure they'll leave. I won't have
they
to.
will leave.
I won't have to try.
Assert your dominance.
Yeah.
Would you stand on a table in the center of the room and be like, I wore this first?
Not really. Okay. I think people, especially because I have the person in my mind. When you ask me this question, they will leave.
They will leave.
At some point.
Who is
I
this
wouldn't
person?
have to stand in the middle of the room.
Just the knowledge that you're there is enough.
Yeah.
Lovely. I want to know who this person is.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you like a slice?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you.
Do you like more intelligent jokes or do you like PJs and cringe content and
Jokes, I like intelligent ones. Content, I love cringe content. I love it. You know, there's a recent thing where there's some reels where there's kids playing a game like rolling a ball into a slot. It's like 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees, something like that. And with the prices are like 1 kilo rice, 1 liter oil,
Yeah, yeah.
1 liter doodh. And everyone's cheering. Isko 1 liter doodh mil gaya.
I love it. Do you know about Mausambi ka juice pila do? Have you seen
No.
that? It's just one random guy
Okay.
who in a very funny accent made a video of him actually getting juice from a vendor. He's like, he's a guy and he was using thoda sa a feminine voice and he's like, juice pila do, Mausambi ka thanda juice pila do, and now like all my entire feed is like, boss in meetings. So what would you like to add? Juice pila do, like it's everywhere.
Otherwise, go juice pila do.
I love that meme so much.
I can imagine the vendors being like, what
Yeah,
is
and he's not even making like contact with the camera because
Oh,
he's like,
God.
I'm just doing my thing, bro. Why are you like?
Honestly, content creation is harassment for some people who are just going about their jobs.
Yeah.
Because it's like pranking
Yeah.
and this and random stuff. Like you just want to go to work and make Mausambi juice, and some guy is just coming and flirting with you. You're like, what is going on? Leave me alone.
Yeah. That one. But you played a content creator and
Yes.
you were also dating one
Good
in
segue.
Control. Thank you.
Very good segue.
But what would you do it in real life? Like, would you date like an actor or a public figure?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm into the person,
Yeah,
see, for me, the profession is not that relevant. Obviously, actually, it might be nice if they are, because there's some similarity to talk about. But at the end of the day, it's the person and how your connection is, how motivated they are about their life, what their goals are, how they like to express, how they like to spend their time. There's a lot of stuff. So the profession for me is something that isn't the first or second or third thing that I think about.
But would you want your relationship to be out there whenever you are in one?
Not really. Because I think we're such public personalities, it's important to protect your privacy.
Yeah.
Because it's not, it's a very special thing when you date someone. And you want to make sure it lasts.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that you are able to be seen as just two people in love. And not for all the stuff you do in life and what you're known as your character names and all that.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to protect it with privacy. And it's not that you can be ashamed of something or that you're just snobbish about something. Generally, it's just a deep respect for what you've created.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. That's why I think I would like to be more private.
You wouldn't hard launch your partner ever?
I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea.
I have soft launch plans.
Plans?
I have a soft launch plan.
Like what? What is the plan?
Like first I'll start whenever I am with somebody and I know a hard launch is going to happen. So it's not just randomly talking to somebody, but I know it's not
time pass.
Yeah, it's the real thing. So I know I want to do a soft launch where I just post on my stories like only hand pictures or mirror pictures where no face is
And
showing.
everyone's messaging, who is that?
Yeah, like oh my god, who?
Oh my god, who?
And then
some real psychos like use reverse Google images on the hands and AI searching and
maybe
they find this guy.
Maybe and then I make a reel, like a get ready with me reel, and I'm like, oh give me that, and he's giving me that, but like face is still not showing.
Oh, wow, you've thought about this very intricately.
Fully.
So you need to find someone then to do all these reels for you.
And I know it's very hard for you and all public figures to decide whether they want to make their relationship a public thing or not, because everybody will then also complain about, oh, they're milking their relationship for views and whatever.
Yeah. There's always that. There's always public scrutiny in everything you do.
Yeah.
And it applies to all public figures. It applies to prime ministers and cricketers, and so it's just another aspect of life that as long as you can stay away from it, why not? Because eventually, if you're public enough, everything is public.
Yeah.
Even people running for public office, for the MLA post or whatever, they have to disclose their wealth.
Yeah.
So at every stage, there's a certain amount of stuff that becomes less and less private. And I think there's beauty also in being private. So That's just a outlook I have.
After a certain point of time, if somebody tells me that I'm milking my relationship, I'm like, yeah, so.
Oh, you'd fully.
Yeah. Not just because I like Instagram and I like
Yeah.
reels and whatever, also because like that's one of my love languages that I want to show you off.
Correct.
And, like
Of course.
I want to fully like make those 30-second movies as if like
Yeah, to the world, you mean? To show you off to the world.
Yeah. How well do you think you should know your partner?
Very well. See, it depends on what you want. If this is your that, then whatever you want to share, you want to share. If it's not that, and if it's then I think it's very important because this is someone you're going to spend your entire life with. And there is potentially no one who will know you deeper than, let's say, except your family. Like your brother, sister, mother, father, whatever. So this is someone you want to build your life with. I think they have to be very, very, know you very, very well. And that's can be painful. It can be painful and scary. And I think that's a lot of problems, that's where a lot of problems can happen, where there's emotions involved and fear involved and hurt involved. And it's difficult to open yourself up to someone completely and allow them to have the power to hurt you. So that's where the problem is, I feel. But once you start the process, I think it's a beautiful process. And like all of life, there's ups and downs and there's pain and pleasure. And I think there comes a time when you can sort of eliminate most of the pain and just live in bliss. I hope so.
No.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
But is it difficult for you as a person to open up?
No, yeah. That's the
I
problem.
get it.
Sometimes I say too much. But then I think whether I've said too much. And I think too much about thinking too much.
I get it. I feel it.
And that's the pattern. So I think that's my learning process. I assumed I'd be done with this learning process at 21. I'm 28. It's still happening. Let's see. But you get better at managing it. And I don't think phones have necessarily helped much. But yeah, it's ongoing process, life.
What are your instant, what are the qualities you find attractive? I want both physical and non personality based.
Personality for me is drive, a genuine. You can't be afraid to connect. Like if you're genuinely connected with someone and they're happy to be there and they're interested and they want conversation to flow, someone who is honest, who isn't afraid to admit that they have parts of them that are human, someone who makes me laugh. I think also that's a big, and most importantly, kindness. I think there is a tendency in our culture sometimes to glorify toxicity and to glorify this strange sense of power where you kind of play games with people. I think kindness is very underrated.
Very underrated.
And that's a big one for me. So kindness and I think this is, Rahul Bose told me this actually once when I shot with him and we were just chatting. He's been really lovely to me and he said, you know Vihaan, I've had 5 lovely relationships in my life. All lovely. I'll tell you one thing. 2 things in life that you need from your partner. Laughter and kindness. The rest is all... I was like, interesting to think about. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, he's right. You know, that those are things that really stay. That's how life goes on because any problem can be tackled from there, if you come from there.
Firstly, you fully nailed the
accent, no?
The body language suddenly, I was like, is that Vihaan, is that Rahul?
He's very interesting, he's a very interesting person. I had so much fun with him.
And secondly, when you mentioned kindness, the enemy that we were referring to, I hate when people preach about kindness but don't follow it. Or are they are selective kind people. That's worse.
But you know, I think if you're relatively stable, this is not like I'm not segregating anyone or anything. I think you can tell innately when someone is being genuine or not.
Yeah.
And I think everyone can. I think we don't give people enough credit. I think a lot of us are smarter than we think, and we just don't follow our instincts.
Yeah.
Our instincts are right.
Yeah.
We just don't follow them. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, but you are right, because I have no trouble in opening up to people. Right now I can trauma dump my entire life.
Great. Let's start. If
But-
3 cameras, let's start.
But I know I shouldn't, because not everybody is worthy of knowing, and maybe a lot of people are not interested, and maybe I don't have to talk about my entire life to people.
Yeah.
So I do need to create boundaries.
Correct. There are boundaries,
Yeah,
lines, but
yeah.
hey, I mean, therapy. Let's start, man. I need to. I've never actually had a full therapeutic experience
Really?
as of yet. I'm exploring because there's a lot of stigma that comes with it.
True. Agreed.
Which doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's so weird because your friends are always there to listen to you.
Yeah.
And they say like all these lovely things. You just feel good. So yeah, interesting.
But one time, and I used to feel the same way. The first time I actually went to therapy, I realized that as soon as I came out, I realized that she didn't say much, but I still feel so much better.
You feel better then.
Not because I put it out, because I had already spoken
Right.
about it to so many people. But when you actually, जैसे कुछ लोग journal करते हैं, कुछ लोग बात कर लेते हैं, but these knots in your head,
Yeah.
when you actually express them,
Express
they
them.
turn into
Correct.
strings, and you only can see so clearly
Correct.
whatever you wanted to see.
Correct.
So therapy is beautiful, and everybody should get it like a spa appointment.
You heard that? Therapy is beautiful. Everyone should get it like a spa appointment. You massage your body, you massage your mind.
Exactly. But it's so nice. But what are the physical qualities you like? You find attractive?
I'm not too attached to the physical, to be very honest. I think I just have to feel attracted to them. That's it.
But you mentioned somebody telling you have nice hands. You have nice hands.
Oh, thanks.
And if somebody does not have nice hands, ऐसा नहीं है कि उनसे बात करनी छोड़ दोगे, but then it's like, okay.
I think I try to focus on then what's nice about them.
Yeah.
And if I feel there's nothing nice about them, then that's a bit problematic. But genuinely, I think once you focus on the stuff that is pleasant and nice about them, that's what's going to keep you in there.
Yeah.
But I think there is this element of there should be some sort of initial spark when you see the person, because that's the way I think it's important to, I don't know, just to build something out of something. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
enhance it.
I fully know that when I know, people say when you know, पता चल जाता है खुद ही, whatever. I fully know कि violence तो नहीं बजेंगे, लेकिन I love जब हैरी मेट सेजल, and I love the song हवाएं, and उसमें एक लाइन है, चेहरा क्यों मिलता तेरा यूं ख्वाबों से मेरे, ये क्या राज है. And I know कि अगर ये है तो वो गाना अपने आप चलने तो लग जाएगा, पक्का for sure.
हम चलाएंगे.
हम चलाएंगे.
लाउड स्पीकर. आप हमें बुलाना बस.
Done. पक्का. But you're Sindhi.
Yeah, I'm Sindhi.
So am I.
Yes, Sindhi pride.
Sindhi pride.
Hell
Sindhi
yeah.
rocks. Do you know any Sindhi?
I know Mathe Jo Sur.
Which is what I'm
Which is-
giving you a headache now.
Headache. I know Hityach. Come here. I know Khado Khape.
What is that?
You want food?
Oh, I didn't know that.
My nanny used to say this thing where anytime she was in a place that she didn't like, she used to say, "Kaate ojar mein bati aayo," which means that what jungle have you brought me into? And that's such a random thing to say.
thing, yeah.
So these gems I remember. I can't speak
Yeah.
Sindhi, but I can understand it fully,
yeah.
and I picked up some phrases.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because it's a language that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And there should be some sort of like schooling or some sort of like, place where we can, the culture is
Yeah.
congregated more.
Yeah.
Of course, we're a very quiet community. We're not, we don't have our own TV channel or
Yeah.
maybe it's a magazine, I believe. I believe there's a magazine called The Sindhian or something. But
The Sindhian, I think, is a thing.
correct.
But that's what, like, I don't think me being a Sindhi and you being a Sindhi still consume that, which we should, matlab. But
Correct.
I don't think it's just that it's reached that
Correct.
level where people know about
Sorry.
it. Yeah. But but that, and I know my grandfather's mother used to say this when I was a child, and तब से ये मेरे दिमाग में है, which is hit my thap.
Hit my thap.
Which is come I'll
Thappa.
slap you.
Thappane.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom used to say thappane. You want to slap. I think there's some things that are common
Yeah.
with all Sindhis. That's the threatening of slaps.
Do you know what they say about Sindhis? I mean,
What do they?
you must have heard.
I guess they say a lot of things about Sindhis.
I mean, yeah, they one very horrible thing they say that अगर तुम जंगल में जा रहे हो और दो रास्ते हैं,
ओझर में जा रहे हो।
ओझर में जा रहे हो और दो रास्ते हैं, and if you see a snake and if you see a Sindhi, you should go to the snake side because Sindhi are like business minded और वो तो तुमको पक्का वैसे ही खा जाएंगे, snake वाले रास्ते पे शायद तुम बच जाओ.
That's fucked up.
That is so mean to say.
That's fucked up. I've heard a lot of things about Sindhis and like business and
Yeah.
like flashy clothes and all
Yeah.
that. I mean, I'm pretty like black t-shirt, jeans, but I've heard a lot of things. That one I've not heard. That one I've heard today. किसने बोला आपको? Your enemy told them.
No,
told you
no,
that?
no, no.
Then
No, I don't think they know only about this, but
who says this?
people genuinely do. Like,
But it's not like we're the only business community in
I
India.
know, but they just say very chalak, very chunt
Chanta
community, very chunt, very
Dheet aadmi.
dheet, very I will get my way, however. I think it stemmed out of the fact that we were just hardworking people.
Yeah.
And we did get what we
Yeah,
wanted.
I mean, I think there's there's things being said about every community.
Yeah.
तो सुन के आगे बढ़ो कौन है?
Yeah. But rich also I've heard.
Yeah, I've
All
heard
of
that.
them are super rich.
I've heard blingy and tacky a lot.
Yeah.
Like very bright clothing I've heard. But
But it's not tacky, I would like to.
no, it's not tacky.
I would like to.
Yeah, I would also like to clarify. It's not
Yeah.
tacky.
Yeah. But
I've heard that. Yeah, but सुन के आगे बढ़ो यार, क्या करोगे ये सब सुन के? दिमाग में रह जाता है.
true. But are you the kind of a person who stays friends with their exes? Civil, block?
No,
How are you
no
like?
block, civil. I've been blessed that I've been able to stay friends with them. Of course, we're not best friends.
Yeah.
Because there is a certain amount of boundaries you have to set when
Yeah.
someone goes from being an ex to just a friend. But we like to have conversations every once in 2 months just to see how life is going. Of course, when you are with someone, you care about them and you know about their life. So it's just nice to get some sort of bearing and some sort of like update about what they're doing, how's life, are they happy. Of course, you're not just going to sit for hours like once a week and just go on and on. There's a certain line that you kind of keep, but I think it's nice to see a person's life journey and wish them well.
Do you think it's a red flag if your partner is besties with their ex?
Besties, yes. If they're, yeah, I think like it's complicated then. Yeah, but I would say like it's okay to be friends, but as long as they're aware of their sort of boundaries, and that is a learning process. I'm not gonna lie. It's not like you suddenly know exactly what is the boundary, but as long as they're aware, I think is important.
True. And sometimes it's very like you don't want to say, because you don't want to tell your partner, listen, I don't like it when you talk to this person, because you don't want to come across as like immature or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But then you also can't be okay with them, say, talking on the phone for an hour every day.
Yeah. That would be a bit strange. I think
Yeah.
every day for an hour is a bit much. I think.
Yeah.
There's a line. I mean, like once a month is fine, but yeah.
But I want to ask you, and I think a lot of people have this question on the internet as well about guys in general. Girls get butterflies about the guy, they are full delulu about it, and they're like,
Delulu is the only Salulu.
I to fully believe in it.
I feel like I have butchered that line. Did I say it right?
It's the right line.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like delulu is the only Salulu is just another word for manifestation.
Hey, that's a fresh perspective actually, because you know what's weird. You're right actually, because what we do as actors, at least when we start out, is we say like we're gonna make it, and everyone's like you're delusional.
Yeah.
काम नहीं है, connections नहीं है, पैसे नहीं है, हम बोलते जा रहे हैं, हम ये बढ़ेंगे, वो बनेंगे, So we are a little bit delusional, and I think that keeps us going.
Yeah.
If we didn't get an audition, not fit ho gaya, jo bhi hai, we still go back for another one, and we still go back for another, and keep going. So yeah, that's something that we do in our careers. I wonder if it extends to relationships as well. I mean, look, if the person has said no, then you are delusional, and it's not the only solution.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, okay, it's also like saying you go to a producer and you say, "Sir, मुझे film दे दो," और बोलते हैं कि नहीं. Then you go back every day से कि "Sir, मुझे film दे दो," और बोलते हैं कि नहीं. और आप बोलते हो कि नहीं सर आप मुझे film देंगे. That is. We don't do that also.
Yeah.
But I think delusional in the relationship case is कि मैं जानता हूँ कि मुझे at some point I'll find someone.
Yeah.
I think that is the delusional level that we're talking about.
I think you should be delusional but self-aware.
Correct. Yes.
Like you shouldn't be actually delusional.
Correct.
You should just be delusional to like get yourself through things.
Correct.
But what was I saying? Why did I say delulu? Yeah, girls get butterflies and they're full on delulu. I will fully, and I must have fully said this to my best friends at some point, कि, dude, he saw my story and he did not like it.
Yeah, that means something is wrong.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
He kept watching my story and it passed, but he couldn't like it. Does he like love me or something? I'm fully aware I must have said it.
Yeah.
And we get butterflies and we get whatever. Do guys actually get butterflies when their girls do something?
It depends. In school, I used to be very that way. I used to think, I don't know, I used to not read the room. I would not be able to judge emotions or read the room.
Yeah.
And it's like, Vihaan, read the room, right? She's not interested.
Yeah.
And I would think that she might be, because you just want to hold on to that feeling of they might be. And then I think once I stopped taking it personally, and once I had more faith in myself, and belief and trust and security in myself, then I didn't take it personally, and I didn't hold on to these cues as meaning something more than they should.
Yeah.
And I focused on other things in my head, which is a difficult thing to do, but that helped. And thankfully now I'm not like that too much. Maybe there are phases, but yeah.
But do guys actually get excited about telling things to their partners?
To partners?
To your partner, like guys and partners. I was like saying, but would you get excited to tell your partner about something? Listen, this happened.
Yeah, of course. I told you I love sharing. I keep talking, so I would love to have a relation. I would have to. I was going to say situation, and then it came out as situationship. I was saying relationship. I don't like situationships. Please, not for me. I would love to have a relationship where we tell each other everything and we just share. It's about sharing, right? It's about witnessing each other's life, and I think that will be really beautiful.
Yeah, and you just want to.
Yeah. I want to say.
Yeah, like more random one thought I had looking at random something I want to tell you.
Yeah.
That it's that. Yeah, fully agree. But how do you deal with anger generally and in relationships?
So I actually grew up in a household that had anger as an emotion quite frequently at various intensities throughout my life, but it was a sort of constant thing. So I don't do well with it, and I realize that it some part of me kind of is afraid of it, and some part of me kind of always thinks of it in a negative light.
Yeah.
Whereas pain always comes before anger.
Yeah.
So when someone is angry, they actually hurt. And if you see it from that light, you tend to treat it more sensitively. But just there's something within my brain or my body that's wired in a certain way that like takes a step back.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been sort of working on and understanding more, and it's a process for my entire life. And I think it's common for a lot of people. I think so. I don't know. How do you deal with it?
If somebody is angry at me and if they're yelling, I shut my brain off.
Yeah.
Because I only hear the volume at which they're speaking, and I actually cannot hear what they're saying. Like the switch turns off. But if I am angry at somebody, and if I'm very, very angry, I like to take 3 seconds to calm down, so I don't be the person to yell or whatever.
Yeah, and then you feel bad for actually raising your
Exactly,
voice. You're like, this is the one thing I don't like, but I'm doing it myself. So
Yeah.
what a hypocrite.
Biggest fear also, and you tend
Yeah.
to you end up doing it, which is the worst. But if I'm angry at somebody, I would take my time. I would like to take my time, and then be like, listen, you did this and I did not like it. So, not happening again.
Yeah.
Because if you keep it inside you, then also it's a problem. Because how the hell
Oh
would
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I can't keep things inside.
Yeah.
It festers within me. I'm very bad at keeping things inside.
Same, except secrets, of course. Like
Sometimes secrets also I'm very bad at.
you spill.
With my partner,
Yeah.
I mean, if my ex-partners, if I had like a secret, how to not share?
Yeah.
They're my partner. It's the one person I talk to the most.
Yeah.
So, partners I think is difficult. Friends I can.
Yeah. But do boys like talking about their partner to their friends?
Talking about their partner to their friends.
Yeah. Like, would you discuss your relationship with your friends?
Yeah, I mean, in the past, see, there's a certain boundary there. You have to be respectful about what is stuff that your partner would want you to say and not say.
Yeah.
So in the past, I think I've been pretty good at like not keeping stuff inside. I think because also like you have to understand where is the priority list, right? Of course, you have your best friends and you have your partner and all that stuff. I think what I would like to do going forward is ask my future partner like what is appropriate to share and what is appropriate to not share. And of course, what is the friendship there and what your best friend can reliably keep to themselves in confidentiality and what is only relevant information.
Yeah.
Basically judge it. Context, relevancy. There's no hard and fast rules.
Yeah.
I'm going into very deep technicalities right now.
No, that's fine. But do you like to give or be called cringe, cute nicknames?
No, I actually tend to make fun of it.
Really?
And then, I tell you what, because you try to start doing that at the start of a relationship, and then once you're in it, I think automatically the things that come genuinely, they come after like a couple of months or whatever. So we stick with that. But the start, like, you can't force like a baby or like a babe or, if it comes, it comes.
Yeah, it comes. Do you tend to like make names up or like do you want to stick to babe, baby, bae maximum?
What the weird thing about language is it's all made up.
Yeah.
Language is what? It's just made up over 2000 years and it keeps changing, which means there's no rules about language. So, names are just, it just sounds.
Yeah.
And if you feel like making a sound, make a sound.
Yeah.
You lovingly call someone something.
Sometimes I just would randomly call my friends like, you're my, and I've done that so many times to my friends when वहाँ से बहुत प्यार आ रहा है मुझे and I'll be like, you're my baby जान शोना पाए रसगुल्ला. Which people will call cringe. I know a lot of people will be like, but I'm like, okay only. Like,
I think, look, if it's about you and your partner,
yeah.
no one else can judge you.
Yeah.
What you all decide, you do that.
Yeah.
Why listen to, oh my god, she calls this one, that one?
Yeah.
They have too much time to discuss that.
True.
If you have too much time to discuss that, you're probably not focusing on the right things.
True.
Just you and your partner, you decide what is comfortable for
I
you.
call my best friend Sajan and she calls me Sajni.
Oh, cute.
And because she lives abroad, every time I miss her, I'm like, Sajan ji, please ghar aa jao. And when she comes, and every time she comes and we meet and I'll post a story saying Sajan ji ghar aaye. So I think it's also the inside jokes of why you call somebody something. But I love cringe. I love cringe.
Cringe in general. There's so many. My entire feed is full of this nonsense. I'm like, why am I watching this? This is Dubai, like Zam Electronics or something, and they've got like they start collecting a lot of strange individuals. Like one guy like just bounces his belly, and there's these two twins, and there's one guy who like pops his eyes out and comes like that, and there's one really tall guy.
Yeah.
And there's one conjoined twins, and it's just like they just collect very distinct looking individuals, and they're marketing their electronics shop in Dubai. So it's like the songs of a mashup. Like someone bumps into someone with the guy with the stomach, drops the phone. The guys go, oh my god, and then the guy suddenly starts dancing. He goes like, Shibli, shop, yes. And then then the one guy comes and he's like, stop. And then one guy's like, baby, come down. And it's so they're selling phones in Dubai. What is going on?
Brain rot.
Full brain rot. I get full brain rot content, and I swear it's not good for me, but I still consume it.
Same.
Ganji chode.
I love it.
All that.
You know Memra?
Memra, best.
Best thing ever.
Memra, oh memri.
ये
Pagal.
मेरे हिंदी ग्रामर का काम है. I love it so much. That child is what I actually wanted to be.
It's too good. And you know what? It's interesting because we need to see this more in films. Because I know Nawaz at some point, there was a film, you know that Pakistani, that Lahore se train aa rahi hai, and then he starts slapping one guy. That they put in a film.
Yeah, Bajrangi Bhaijaan.
Correct.
Yeah.
You need to put more of that in films because this is what's culturally working right now, and it'll bring a recall value. Imagine you watch a film and suddenly there's one kid saying "Memda or Memdi," and she walks away.
She's
singing it to some A-lister.
I would die.
Like, you know, Katrina or something, and suddenly they walk off. How funny would that be?
Very funny. Agreed.
So you need that in films. है ना?
Fully. किसको pitch करें हम ये idea?
iDiva.
Shahrukh Khan.
Shahrukh Khan and iDiva.
Hello. Number.
You need to produce a film on brain rot. We're making it. Memda or Memdi will be in it.
Fully. But we have something for you as well.
Okay.
We have a small gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
And you gave me your time, such good conversation.
You gave me your time.
Yes.
You flew down from Delhi.
Yes. Thank you for having this meal with me.
Thank you for having this meal with me.
Snack having a meal. Love it. You know how happy I will be recalling that I made you laugh so much.
You did. I mean, that's credit to you.
Yeah, I'll fully be be delulu about it now. Delulu about that I can be a comedian.
I think you should just start now.
है ना?
You just start.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Don't just start. I'll see you at some random comedy club. You're performing something. It'll be good.
ठीक है, पक्का. But can we have the gift?
Yes, of course.
For the gift.
Oh, thank you so much. This is so lovely. You know, I actually eat this peanut butter, so I was I was low on it, so I'm glad.
We have some peanut butter for you. We have a Pebble watch for you.
Thank you so much. This is so sweet.
A Villain perfume for you.
So sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Of course. But hope you liked this.
I love it.
Hope you liked this talking stage.
I did. I will be back. Season 3.
Done?
Season 4.
Pakka?
Season 5. How many seasons will you have?
However many.
The audience decides.
Yeah.
Want to see us back?
I hope we also come.
Like, share, subscribe. She's not even asked me. I'm saying like, share, subscribe, comment. Vihaan bhai OP.
Ghanti.
Ghanti. Bell button, bell icon.
Bell icon. But I hope whenever the next seasons, 10th, 11th season, we both come discuss our
respective engagements.
Yes. Then
you've decided कि हमारी engagement हो यार.
हाँ तो 10-11 सीजन तक तो हो ही जाएगी यार, हो जानी चाहिए मतलब. Yeah, but thank you. And just last, I would just want to ask you, कि was your favorite TV channel Set Max growing up?
Yes, why?
Because दीवाना बना दे. And with that,
like,
I will leave. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.